Now, the president has an advisory team against corruption. They believe that corruption has gotten so radical that the approach to fight it must also be radical.
Must become unlawful.
You don't agree?
What is radical? That's the question. We can, as Nigerians, we have our way with words, and it's great to listen to Nigerians talk about these things. But what is radical? That's the question.
What is radical? But then there's also a question of what is the rule of law?
I don't think the problem is radical or not radical. The problem is the normalization of the abnormal. We have not really routinized fighting corruption. Now, and so what have we done? What should be the biggest anti-corruption agencies in Nigeria? Number one, the bureaucracy, civil service. Because you need to have preventative mechanisms. You've got to have a civil service that prevents corruption. But the civil service has become the mechanism by which we promote corruption. That's why we are running a fiscal deficit. We're borrowing to finance our government overheads. Okay? Number two, the police. But no, everybody thinks the police is the most corrupt institution in the country. And instead of trying to build up the police and transform it into something that should help us fight corruption, what do? We cannibalize it. So we've created EFCC, and the EFCC chair, executive vice chair, as a matter of law, must be a police commissioner of a particular, must be at least police commissioner level. Yes? We've created ICPC, we have Code of Conduct Tribunal, we've got Code of Conduct Bureau, we've got all these extraordinary, and now we've got DSS. All of them are beating down on people's doors, and corruption is getting worse. Does it not strike? We've got Tuga, of course. Does it not strike you that something is wrong? There is inefficiency, we are creating jobs around corruption, and corruption is growing. That must tell us we are not doing something right. The police, when was the last time the police ever prosecuted a case of corruption? That's the problem. And we're transferring resources that we should be investing in creating a police force that works, a police service that works, to creating extraordinary institutions. Now, our police is poorly funded, but somehow EFCC gets money, NDLEA gets money, ICPC gets money, Tuga gets money, Code of Conduct Tribunal is trying the Senate President. All of these things are happening, the attention is focused on them. Everybody forgets that there is a Nigeria police force and we have a duty to make it work.